YouTube, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over when to buy your teams on FC26. I get asked this question all the time, so I thought I would make a video specifically going over this topic. In this video, we're really going to be looking at how to avoid losing coins on your team, but also how to make a ridiculous amount of coins on your team. It's pretty important this year to follow this, especially with the way rewards are, specifically foot champs. If you buy a team for foot champs and have it for the entire weekend, there's a good chance you're losing way more coins than you're actually making from champs rewards. I'm just going to warn you right now, it's going to be annoying. You're going to have to be doing a lot of buying and selling with your team to avoid these trends, but it's going to be worth it in the long run because you're not going to lose half your coin balance on your team. Instead, if you follow this video, you're probably going to make a ridiculous coins on your team. Now, before we get into everything, if you guys do need coins on FC26, you can check out u7buy.com. And if you use code TEDDY at checkout, you will get 8% off your order. The link for that is in the description down below. Now, to start off the question, when to buy your teams on FC26, let's talk about the market trend. How does the market usually move? Starting off with the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the market usually goes down. And then Monday, Tuesday, you tend to see a rebound. Wednesday, you can see some panic. Slight rebound Thursday or Friday morning. That's how you can generally assume the market's going to move. If we want to go into it specifically real quick, on Friday, before content drop, even sometimes at content drop, depending on pack supply, you have a slight rebound in the market. Same thing with Thursday after rival rewards, slight rebound. But then as Friday goes on, you have people playing their foot champs, finishing their foot champs, and then they go out, they sell their teams, but then also they open their foot champs rewards, and that supplies the market even more. Friday, as the night goes on, you see the market come down. Then if we go into Saturday, maybe you have a slight rebound from Friday night into Saturday morning, but as soon as content drops on Saturday, everything on the game just goes down in price again, especially if you have brand new promo cards. These Cornerstone Team 2 players, once Saturday content drops, 99% of the cards just go down even further. Now with Sunday, this is usually when you hit a low point and it's a really good time to buy your team. Now the low for Sunday depends on squad battle rewards. It's either the low point is around squad battle rewards, probably a little bit before it, or you will have a low Sunday night where you have most people finishing foot champs, selling their teams, and then finishing off opening their rewards. Now, once we get later into the week, Monday, Tuesday, the market usually just rebounds. Wednesday is when it gets a little interesting because team of the week comes out. You might get a big SBC as well. Like last Wednesday, we got the hero SBC that caused quite a bit of panic. You had people actually selling their teams to go out and do this SBC. But then also on Wednesday, sometimes you have a little bit of panic before rival rewards. But then rival rewards on Thursday, the market usually rises after that because the rewards are horrible. I will say as the year goes on and as people get farther into division rivals, you might see this change. Obviously, as you get farther, you get more rewards, you get better rewards, but also it's like more tradable rewards that you're going to be getting. And then maybe as well later in the year, they change the rewards you can get from rivals. Maybe they release more tradable stuff so you get more supply, and then after rival rewards the market can drop. But right now rival rewards is super untradeable, so a lot of stuff just goes up in price. I will say you might have a slight dip on Thursday with marquee matchups getting released because you do get some tradable supply there, but then going into Friday, people are going to build their foot champs teams. You can see the market rise. It's what usually happens. But back to how the trend goes. Friday, content drops, people play their foot champs, people get their champs rewards, the market does go down. So that is how the market generally moves on this game when it comes to meta players that you will be buying for your team. Honestly, that market movement can be followed for basically everything. Now that you have all that information about how the market moves, let's get into when to actually go out and buy your team. Now, we talked about it, low point Sunday. Sunday is going to be the best time, either squad battle rewards or Sunday night, and then you can play your foot champs from there. The best way to avoid losing coins on your team is Sunday night or squad battle rewards, probably squad battles, so you can play with the team on Sunday, play with the team on Monday, finish foot champs, sell your team Tuesday. That's the best way to do it. But let's say you don't want to do that. You want to play with your team whenever you do buy your team, let's say you want to buy Rashford, Mariona, whoever it is, you buy your team on Friday. As soon as you're done playing on Friday, you should sell your team. You buy your team on Saturday. As soon as you're done with your team on Saturday, you should probably sell your team, unless obviously you're playing all the way up until it's basically squad battle rewards when you do hit a market low. Then the other window for buying your team would be Wednesday. If you do see panic after content drop before rival rewards, you could buy that panic selling, wait for the rebound Thursday, maybe even Friday morning. But again, don't hold into content drop on Friday. You can get absolutely cooked on your cards. Now, those are going to be the best times for buying players for your team, mainly looking at gold cards. There are some exceptions when it comes to buying other stuff like team of the weeks or promo cards. I understand this Kudus was an objective, but you get my point. Now, these specific players are going to be a great way for you to avoid losing coins on your team, potentially make a ton of coins on your team, and actually try out some really good cards on this game. Real quick, before we get into the promos and the team of the weeks, let's talk about golds. Gold cards, guys, when these get a promo card, when they get a team of the week, they go out of packs. You cannot pack the golds anymore. So you can actually see some of these cards go up in price quite a bit. Claudia Pina, for example, right here, we saw she was going to get a promo card. She was going to be in the Cornerstone promo. So if we pull up Cornerstone Team 2 and we look at this Pina card, let's check out her gold. I'm actually switching over to FootGG because I just think it's a much better website to look at, especially if we're going to look at these prices. So we can see this Pina was 40,000 coins around when she got leaked. We bought her card knowing, hey, she's going to get a promo card. And then out of packs, we've just seen this card go up in price a ton. We look at the 3-day graph, you can just see up and up and up. You cannot pack this gold card, but guess what? Everyone wants to use this gold card. And obviously, Pina's like an extreme example, but you can see this with all other cards. Gold Ball Day. Hey, he got a Cornerstone promo card. I bought this player for my team. He was down at 11K, 12K, 15K around when he got leaked, and he's just gone up and up and up. It's very simple. When gold cards are going out of packs, whether it's for team of the week, whether it's for a promo, it's a really easy time to buy them. On the weekend, let's say a player performs very good. They score a hat trick. They do something that's worthy of a team of the week. You can actually buy those gold cards on the weekend, wait till Wednesday, they get a team of the week, and you just watch your card go up in price and up in price and up in price. It's a really easy way to actually make coins on this game, but also buy some players for your team. Just to quickly show you guys another example of this, we had Caicedo this weekend, did really good for Chelsea. He scored a ridiculous goal against Liverpool. They won the game. He is actually leaked to be getting a team of the week, but if you went and bought this card on the weekend, you could have got him for below 40,000 coins. Now, as team of the week is approaching and we know he's going to be in team of the week, he's up over 10,000 coins essentially at 46, pushing 47,000 coins. So now that we have gone into gold cards, let's talk about team of the week cards. These are honestly a really easy way to make coins, but also a really easy way to get some players in your team and not lose coins on them, because what happens? They're in packs for a week, but after that, they're no longer in packs. You can't get these cards anymore. Now, the market trend for team of the week cards, the low on these, if you're trying to buy them for your team, is usually Saturday or maybe Sunday squad battle rewards. Obviously, as the year goes on, it can change. Let's say we start getting icon SBCs on Sunday. You might have the low for most stuff, honestly, Sunday night, because like we saw with that hero SBC, when it came out on Wednesday, there was a ton of panic. So Sunday, if we start getting icon SBCs, stuff like that, that can cause panic. And I'd probably say Sunday night would be the buy time for team of the weeks and most everything, to be honest. But for now, stuff's on Wednesday, and the low for team of the weeks at the moment seems to be Saturday. Just to show you guys as an example, we have Lavelle team of the week on Saturday was down at 44K, 45,000 coins. This was one of my favorite team of the week investments right here. And you can just see she's gone up and up and up. The low, you can see, was Saturday. We did actually Sunday. That's around squad battle rewards though. So that's the squad battle reward low. And she's up 20,000 coins at 65K. She's actually much higher on PC. Great rise there. But you can see this with pretty much most team of the week cards. We can pull up SAR, for example, right here. This was another card that I really liked, and you'll see Saturday, the dude was chilling around 11, below 12K. Let's say, yeah, below 12,000 coins before squad battle rewards, 11.5, and now he's up at pretty much 14,000 coins. So you can see this across the board. The low for team of the weeks tends to be Saturday or again, before squad battle rewards. Now, if you are looking to buy promo cards for your team, little different here. Promo cards are in packs from Friday to Friday. Team of the weeks are Wednesday to Wednesday. So with the promo cards, you're going to have to deal with the supply on Thursday with marquee matchups, with rival rewards, but also you're going to have to deal with some of that panic that you could get with whatever the next promo is going to be on Friday. So with these cards, you can see a low point, again, how it usually is Sunday before squad battle rewards. For example, Pickford here was below 19K. Now he's up at 24,500 coins. I think he was higher. No, 24,500 coins. That's a really solid rise. But this card is still in packs tomorrow on Wednesday. It's still in packs on Thursday with rival rewards, with marquee matchups. So we do have supply coming. Also, because it's in packs on Wednesday, EA do occasionally, with a brand new team of the week, release some store packs. So you can see a dip on these cards. So you're really dealing with a low point either Sunday, like we saw right here, before squad battle rewards, or more so Wednesday, Thursday. And we can actually see that if we look at Cornerstone Team 1, we bought a bunch of these cards. Let's just look at Oyarzabal, for example. We pull him up, look at his 14-day graph. You can see his low was Wednesday. If we look, this is kind of a weird one to look at though, because we didn't have foot champs at this time, but you can see the kind of dip you can see on a Wednesday with some panic, with the hero SBC, and obviously the panic before rival rewards. There's not a lot of supply at rival rewards, so you don't see the card dip, but his low was around 50,000 coins. We tipped this card on Discord. The dude's up at 83,000 coins now, and you can see this with all these cards. Tillman, Ryan Yates, their low was actually on Wednesday. And it's honestly just like a situational thing. It depends on what we get on Wednesday, what we get for team of the week, what we get for store packs, what we get for an SBC. If you get a big SBC on Wednesday and people sell players in their teams to go out and do that SBC, you will see some panic. You will see these cards come down, and then that means Wednesday is a really solid buy time on promo cards. But those kind of cards are really the safest way to go. The gold cards going out of packs, team of the weeks, promo cards, because again, once these cards go out of packs, you can't get them anymore. And I don't know about you guys, but it seems like really hard to pack promo cards this year. So because of that, I wouldn't be surprised if we go back to seeing promo cards, team of the weeks out of packs, just doing really good and going up in price. Just to kind of give you guys an example of buying players for your team and just really how it can affect your coin balance. Let's say, you know, Reindeer going out of packs. You can see this with most cards, to be honest, but just to kind of pick a higher budget one. This dude, let's say you bought him at that low we usually see on Sunday. He was also fairly low Wednesday. 620K. Let's go with that. Even Sunday, let's go with the 650K. Let's up it a little bit. You bought the card for 650K. Now out of packs, the dude is over 1 million coins. So you could have made basically 400,000 coins if you bought this guy at the times I've told you guys to buy. That's a ridiculous amount of coins. Now, let's try to find a gold card that costs around 650,000 coins to compare. I found someone right in the same range, and it's actually a female, so might be skewed a little differently because females have actually been discovered to be fairly meta, so she probably held her value much better than other cards have. But around that same time, 650,000 coins on Graham Hansen, end of September. And if we look at her now, 565,000 coins. You would have lost 100,000 coins on that card. But like I said, that's a card that is definitely holding its value a lot better. If you go and look at different cards like males, which haven't been seen to be as hype, around that same time, you could have got Van Dijk for around 200,000 coins, maybe a little more. Now he's down at 144,000 coins. You would have been losing coins instead of making, what was that, 400,000 coins on a Reindeer? So that is exactly why I'm just showing you guys buying cards out of packs. They hold their value a lot better. You can also make a ton of coins on them compared to gold cards that are constantly in packs. These cards are constantly getting packed, constantly getting supplied. So with time, they usually just go down in price, but out of packs, especially decent cards, if they're priced well, can just go up in price. Plus, if you go the lower budget route, like a Furman team of the week, this dude's still around 20K what I bought him for. So I'm not really losing coins on him, but he's a Barcelona Spanish player. If we end up getting an Evo that he fits, the dude can go nuts out of packs. Well, he is out of packs. So that is pretty much when to buy players for your team on FC26. I know it's super annoying having to buy a team, sell a team, go through all of that. But you know what sucks? Buying a player for 100,000 coins, you hold it through the weekend, and all of a sudden that player's 50,000 coins. That sucks. And it's just even more difficult this year because if you're buying your team for FUT Champs and you don't follow this, you hold your team an entire weekend, you're losing a good chunk of coins, but you're probably not making it back because FUT Champs rewards, it's really not giving you a lot of coin value back. So if you're not following these steps on when to actually buy your teams on this game, you're just going to be constantly losing coins. But if you do follow this video, you follow this guide, you buy your team and sell your team at the right times, you're going to avoid losing these coins. You can even make coins on your team. But also, if you buy some of these promo cards that are decent, going out of packs, you pick specific players that look good, you can just make a ridiculous coins on your team instead of losing a ridiculous coins on your team. Anyways, I hope this video helped you guys out. If you do have any questions, you can ask in the comment section down below. But also, I'm live on Twitch and TikTok every single day, all day. So you can join the live stream and ask what you should do if you're still unsure. The links for both of those are in the description down below. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.